This. Good morning, Mother. I love going to school. And this week we're learning all about how the government is our federal family and they're here to help us.
Compliance. Talk to your school psychiatrist and ask for it by name.
All right, you bitches, you sluts. It's time for Flaming Freedom. Get ready, because tonight is a very special episode. We're live this August 6th, 2015, with your rebel mistress. Steven Zeiler joins us as well across the interwebs from the great state of Texas. And we're going to be doing something different today. We will have some demonstrations for you. If you're watching live video, you can follow along at flamingfreedom.com/live. There's also a chat room built in, so you can get your expletives on and start the dirty talking over in the chat room. So we're going to learn a lot. That's right, your rebel mistress. So join us. You should be in the chat room as well. It was your recommendation, rebel mistress, that we do this episode titled How to Be a Good Dom. And I added in the sheets and the streets. Because
in the sheets and the streets.
Yeah,
nice.
That's right. Because it involves both, as you probably know.
Very, very true. I mean, you were showing me some photos, and I was like, Derek, you're getting really good at that dirty talk, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I had some practice today. I got to play a little bit. But you're the one who inspired me with all the dirty talking.
A class on dirty talking.
So, all right, we should back up. We should get to the basics, right? So, like, what is it to be a dom and a sub? What is this relationship about? You're the expert, so take it away, rebel mistress.
I wanted to call myself an expert. There's probably so many people talking shit right now, like, oh, you're not an expert. But I don't know. I've always been into BDSM. Actually, I was more into that, and it kind of led me into the Liberty scene. Just looking for alternative relationships. And I think for me, being a dom, most people think being a dom is all about, being aggressive or like being controlling. But really, being a dom is giving your partner the most orgasmic experience possible to the point where you own them.
Would you say it's a submissive act to be dominant?
Well, I mean, I think that's going more into it. I don't know. I don't really know what you mean by submissive.
I mean that the dominant almost serves the submissive in some ways, because you're not. I don't know. Are you acting to please yourself, or are you acting to please your partner?
Well, I think all sex should be, that you pleasing your partner should be what's pleasing you.
Amen. So you got into this. What was your first foray into the scene? When did you say to another man, or what did you even say to another man to get started?
It was really funny. Which I want to hear everyone's story.
Sure.
Since I'm telling mine.
Yes.
I remember I was curious, and I didn't really know what I wanted at the time. I just knew that it was so boring. Like this,
the
sex I was
boring?
having, and every sexual encounter was boring. And it was like I always wanted more, and it was like it'd only be a little bit more exciting if I was getting spanked here. Something else was going on.
Nice. Okay.
And I was with a guy at the time, and I told him, I've been looking at stuff. I have FetLife. I had joined.
You had a FetLife already, so you had dove in and were ready to see others.
I didn't have a FetLife. I had heard about FetLife.
Okay. All right. And you were watching BDSM porn.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then I joined, and I wasn't as active on there because I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, I'm not going to post any pictures or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was being very conservative about it.
Right.
And then I was with the guy, and he was kind of conservative. And actually, I've told you about this guy before because you asked me about pegging all the time, and I was like, he's the reason I don't go for it. So I told him I was interested, and me and him sat down, and then we started watching more BDSM porn together, and then we watched a movie. It's called The Secretary, and I think that really put it in perspective. I don't know if you guys... Is it
a porn or is it a movie?
It's a movie.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? Oh my god, you gotta watch it. It's beautiful. It's like Derek J's victimless crime spree for BDSM.
Oh, hot. Hey, sorry to interrupt your story, but public service announcement about victimless crime spree, by the way. Well, whatever. I'll get to it later, but you jog my memory. I have to make an announcement. Anyway, go on, please, about The Secretary.
Okay, The Secretary, great movie. It's not super old. You can tell it's like taking place in like the 80s. It's about this woman. She was having self-control issues. Like she was cutting herself and she was just really depressed. And she didn't have a job or anything. And one day she was living with her parents and they just told her, you should get a job and get out into the world. And so she did. And her boss was this like lawyer guy. And she was working as a secretary in his office. And the women would come by to see him, and it'd just be like really awkward because it's like the 80s, everyone's in a suit, and she didn't really understand what was going on. He kind of introduced her into the world of BDSM. But what I really like about The Secretary is it's all from like this perspective of a woman, which I hated about 50 Shades of Grey. Fucking hate 50 Shades of Grey.
What, it's not by the perspective of the woman?
No, it's just like it's saying, oh, like I want to surrender to you, like you do whatever you want to me. Like I don't know, it's very like superficial. I don't like 50 Shades of Grey. The Secretary is more on an aspect of BDSM is an emotional thing as well. So it's going really deep into figuring out what you want and making it healthy. So not necessarily, you like pain, but that doesn't mean you need to like cut yourself. Like
right. Okay. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, it's all about loving, and it's like a loving kind of BDSM and surrendering, and and how that made her a stronger woman is kind of what the movie's about. So I really liked that movie, and I really took that into heart and like kind of embraced it after that. Like there's nothing wrong with me just because I like stuff like this.
Wow. Well, so I would say I'm like brand new to the scene. Like I've enjoyed some BDSM type sex before, but never like, so when I went to San Francisco last week, Steven and I saw The Armory, which is where Kink.com films its 29 different websites of porn material, all BDSM, some gay, some straight. And that was a new experience. I saw things that I had never really seen there, like tables that open up and things that people can be bound to. What are they called? Retention points, or what's that called? Where you can be strapped down
to stuff. Tables and things.
Yeah, rings on the tables, rings on the ceilings, places for people to be tied down, and
places for people's heads to be put in.
Yeah, exactly. That stuff was all new to me. And I had never been surrounded by that kind of stuff. And then further, we went to a place called the Citadel, which is a private club where there's a dungeon of all different kinds of stuff. Like everything you can imagine is all there. And we didn't, whatever, we didn't have sex there, but it was like anyone could have. It was totally an option. People were doing that. But we were a little more voyeuristic in the beginning. I wanted to see what the scene was about. Like,
Was it clean or was there like semen everywhere?
Oh, it was very clean. No, there was no semen.
Well,
there was semen.
We got there at the beginning of the night, so it was clean at that point. I don't know about a few hours later.
Yeah. So
why didn't you guys do it?
Honestly, I think we were both really hungry. Like that was my thing. I was like, we were about to get Bitcoin sushi.
Yeah, we had to get that Bitcoin sushi. But no, we were nervous too, or at least I was.
I was pretty nervous.
To watch people.
Yeah, plus I'm voyeuristic. I'll be honest. I enjoy watching people do their thing and get it on and feel sexy. So, I was watching and enjoying that. in that way. And I guess it would have been appropriate to jerk off there. That would have been fine. But I didn't do it. I didn't get that far. But hey, I signed up with this club, so hopefully I'll be able to go back and enjoy it a little more. There were things that I want to see. So we'll be right back. This is How to Be a Dom.
This is your Roberts & Roberts Brokerage Daily.
Oh, Roberts & Roberts, you're so wholesome. I'll turn you down. All right, so we are on a 4-minute break for those watching on YouTube. Thanks for following along. You can join us in the chat room if you've just tuned in at flamingfreedom.com/live. You can also Skype into the show at flaming.freedom. And we'll put you on with your Rebel Mistress, Steven Zeiler, and me, Derek J. And we're soon to be joined by Dom Cody, who I hear is going to be bringing some toys.
In-house there? You come into your house?
In-house. That's why we're on a different webcam, so we can move around the studio if need be. Which I should probably set some things up for that. Like a mat. Like a yoga mat.
Right. That's 5,000 square
Be right
feet
back.
under $30,000. Manufacturers.
Wait a minute.
Larger building.
No bullshit had not heard of pegging before? Thanks for informing. Huh?
Wait, are you talking to me?
No bullshit. He's one of the
he
guys in the
heard
chat room.
pegging. He wanted me to peg him, and we stopped having sex.
You know no bullshit?
What?
How do you know no bullshit? He's some guy in the chat room. You're talking about the guy that you were talking about, like from your story?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, no bullshit. He's in the chat room. Token straight guy. What's up?
Is that newbie 66 with a new name?
I don't know. Newbie 666 is. Oh, hey, Rob Rebel. Is that actually Rob Rebel, or is that your Rebel Mistress?
No, that's him.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to ask him a question. Hey, Rob Rebel. Can we talk about your sex life? I hope he says yes.
He's gonna be like, definitely.
Good.
Rebel Mistress. What's the difference between the 50 Shades of Grey Dom submission scenario and what you were talking about?
I think the difference is it just didn't show like that emotional side of what like a dom sub relationship should be. It was more one-sided, and I don't like that idea of BDSM. Like, I think first of all, everything should be consensual on every single part. And though she was consenting, it wasn't because that was just she's giving in to her inner desires. It was because someone was asking her to.
And she felt like she had to, or something like that.
Well, I mean, I just didn't get the freedom vibe from it, is basically what I'm getting at. Like, I think everything is about being as free as possible and like doing the most craziest sexual things because, just because you fucking can and because you want to. And I didn't feel that from 50 Shades of Grey. I just felt like very tense and like uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. I think submitting and like being dominant is a very emotional thing. And I think if you put it on such a like plastic, superficial level as 50 Shades of Grey, first of all, it's dangerous because people are going in expecting that and not like all the emotional stuff that comes along with a dom sub relationship. And people think they're doms, but they're not really doms. Like the guy who I was dating when I came into Kink was not a dom and didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I can definitely see how awful it would be if you didn't have the emotional connection and you're just trying that dom sub.
The best audio streamed around the clock.
Sorry.
On the air and online. This is the Liberty Radio
Maybe you can
Network
repeat that
at
point when we come back.
LRN.FM.
Meow. Welcome back, sluts. What was that noise? Hey.
I heard.
Well, I am totally lost. What were we talking about during the break? What you asked the difference between the 50 Shades of Grey type BDSM and the secretary type BDSM, right? And what was your answer, Rebel Mistress? You said it's more emotional in
Yeah,
the
it's
secretary.
more the emotional aspect.
Yeah, I appreciate that as well. Because it's not just a sexual thing. It's like a whole body, whole person thing. I like, so I guess you talked a little bit about your first foray. My first time, like actually doing the whole master slave dom thing, I was in Philly, and a master who was, first we started in training, and then it was like more and more control over whether or not I could come or whether or not I could touch myself, and the way he would like dirty talk. It was in person and over the phone and over text, and it got like, I don't know, it got too heavy, too fast, and like I didn't like the way he was like throat fuck me basically, to the point where I was gagging and throwing up, and it became like a mistreatment thing. And I wasn't maybe it was my fault for not communicating well enough, or like, because he was a nice guy when he wasn't like dominating me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was probably just a learning experience of not communicating enough. But maybe you could reflect on that.
People should not be assholes. Like, being a dom is not being an asshole, like, or being violent or aggressive. And I hate that comparison to it. Like, it's not your fault for not being clear. It's like, people, there's still boundaries and everything. And you have to be classy about it.
So
too.
how do you set up your boundaries beforehand?
First of all, it's about trust. I think that's the most important thing. Like, you can't have, like, most people can't have kink with someone they just met or someone they just started talking to, because you have to work that kind of trust, to trust yourself, to surrender yourself to someone else, because that is something that's like a bigger picture. You're saying, okay, I trust you enough to take control of my body, to treat me in a way that makes me feel good, and know my limits, because you're dominating me. I'm giving myself to you. That's trust. So if you don't have that trust, first of all, it's like you can't just be some guy. Hey, I'm gonna stick my dick so far down your throat till you gag and vomit on yourself. Like,
yeah, that happened. It sucked. Oh my god.
So
yeah.
It can't be like that, because first of all, you don't have that trust, and that just sounds like a threat of violence at that point.
Yeah, it was like, it was violent in a way that I'm just not for. Like, I can go pretty hard. I like slapping and all kinds of, like, I like some violence. Like even face slapping, not ass slapping. But how,
no, I like face slapping too, but if you're gonna slap me, like, I want to make sure, like, that you have some kind of trust and care for me, that you want to slap me, but to teach me a lesson, and like, I'm dirty, but I know you're not like going to physically cross my limits or do anything that is gonna like really hurt me.
Yeah, if it would have been terrifying for me if you were like slapping and doing violent things and there was no trust there. Like, that would have been an awful experience. And it takes a lot to have that trust and to be comfortable with that.
Can I talk a little?
You're not going to go too far with violence,
right? You want to know what to expect, and you, I think, even communicated with me about slapping, about how you didn't like it, and I think did it grow on you, or what happened? Because you seem to have changed your mind.
Well, I was a little taken aback at first. But yeah, it was fun after a while.
Did I not communicate it? Like, did I just do it without asking or something? What?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I probably shouldn't have done that. But I like it, so I just assumed you would. That's
do
the
you
other
like
thing.
it?
Yeah, I do. Especially like as a corrective measure. I like a lot of like training and learning about my man. Like, I want to know how I can best serve him because I love him.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
well, also we were playing a game too. We were out at the festival and we were playing these roles for people, and it definitely wasn't out of line. And yeah, so it was appropriate.
Okay, good. Yeah.
A little shocking.
I thought it worked really well for the cameras. Anyway, I'm having this issue. Maybe we can get back to, like, how to be a dom or whatever. But I really want to see if you can help me solve this problem. Rebel Mistress, or maybe I should wait. I should wait for Cody to come. I don't know. I'll just explain it. So I feel like in Steven and Maya's relationship, there is no clear set dom sub. Do you, Steven? Is one of us one or the other? Which is it?
No, definitely not. I mean, you're wearing the collar that I can grab at any time I want.
That's right.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
Well, so is it that way with you and Rob? Is it a back and forth?
Yeah, it's exactly that way.
I've never had that. I've always just been strictly sub. Like, I'm supposed to obey and be servile.
I don't feel like I dominate Rob either. Like, I try.
I think you do. I think I've seen you dominate Rob.
Yeah, maybe, but not in like the thing is, I feel like I am a dom at heart, but I'm also a sub. So it's like I like a fight for power. Like, I'll dominate you if you let me, but I like a fight as well, and he definitely fights me back the whole way. So it's like he's not as willing as a participant as it might seem. Like, he still holds his ground, which makes sex even more exciting. Like he said, like, I may be wearing the collar or he may be wearing the collar, but I can grab it at any time. Like, but the collar is his balls. So, and it's like what you said, knowing what your man likes and knowing what he likes to a point where you can like exercise control over him. Like, that is what makes you a true dominant.
So can you give me an example of like something that a man likes that you can exercise control over him?
Well,
like what's one in your relationship?
The first thing is like orgasm denial, but forget orgasm, like even just like penis denial, like teasing someone up into the point where they could literally have a stroke because they want to fuck you so bad is like the ever. And especially the way I like to like, okay, we're gonna smoke for like an hour and I'm gonna blow you for like an hour and you can't come. Those are the rules. And so it's like, up little rules and like
that's hot.
You do everything like they like, and then when it's time that like they want to come and they can't hold it, you say you say nope, I'm denying it. I'm denying your orgasm. So I think that's one of the greatest things you can do as a dom. And that's one of my things that I like to do. I like to, I can be your rebel mistress, but I can come off as innocent. I try to do it while I'm, looking innocent, but really I'm just like so devious. Like,
yeah, you've got deep control over your lover. That is so hot. I'm really into the orgasm denial stuff. That is like, to me, the ultimate control over a man. I don't really know what it's like for women, but it's one of our things of our nature. We have to eat and we have to procreate. And if you don't allow the procreation, things get crazy. So we'll be right back. There is more coming with the Rebel Mistress and Dom Cody coming up.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day.
Yay!
You were trying to exercise control, but I think you kind of lapsed in that a little bit.
Me? I lapsed in exercising control when? Today?
Oh well, yeah. I guess you could take it further.
Oh, what did I do?
what did he do?
Yeah, what did I do? Let me know.
You guys have a safe word?
No, that's the other thing we have to talk about.
What the hell?
I know.
We probably need some rules.
You should be having sex to the point where you need a safe word.
Yeah, you're right. No, I was just saying this yesterday with Dom Cody that I have never used a safe word. Not that I haven't had one, but I've never needed to use one.
You've never stopped anyone?
I've never needed to stop anyone. And to me, that's sort of like, on one hand, you think, oh, maybe they're being too weak. But to me, I think it's like every time I get pushed as far as I can go, like I will just continue to be pushed. I haven't been pushed so far where I'm like, stop, this is hurting, this is bad. All the pain has been good so far. So even though it's like really, really painful.
Maybe you're just super duper into it. I'm
just really into it. Pain just does it for me. I don't know. The other thing, I was being electroshocked. I have to check in with Dom Cody, see if he's here. I was being electroshocked for the first time.
What the fuck is electroshock? I don't know that one.
Electroplay? Like
Hold on.
playing with being shocked, like with electric stuff? What the hell? Do you have horses in here? Yeah, seriously. Well, Steven, we have to come up with a safe word. What should it be?
Well,
I was
the Citadel, the safe word was safe word.
Yeah, but that one's too boring. I was thinking we should have one. Like
Ludwig von Mises.
I was thinking that! Oh my god! How did you come up with the same one? That's exactly what I was thinking. Except I was just going to be Mises, not Ludwig von, because it might be kind of hard to say that in a moment of passion. But yeah, just Mises. Why not? That I mean.
Also, I think I might accidentally say Ludwig von in a moment of passion.
Right. Wow, babe. That's awesome. I'm so glad you thought of the same safe word as I did. Out of all the possible safe words. That's a really, really good one.
I've seen too where they have like contracts and rules between a master.
That's really sexy. But see, babe, we don't have like a clear dom sub thing going on. I want some clarity with that. Or I need well, you're fine with it. I need some clarity. I need to know where we all stand. Because I'm not clear. It seems like this is an anarchistic relationship where we're both the masters of ourselves and the other person. And I'm confused. It's new. I'm sure it could work, but it's different. It's not what I'm used to. All right, Mises is our safe word.
What?
Huh?
That is horrible.
That's not a good safe word? What do we need? What should our safe word be?
It should be something that's more it should be.
I thought it's supposed to be not sexy. I thought that was the point.
In that case, Mises is right out.
Of the book, the fun. More people and to promote
I think
the book to a wider
I should put
audience.
I'm gonna put a
To find out
voice
more about the
changer
book or to
on
donate, visit a rebel's journey.
Dom Cody when he comes in. So let's test this one out. Check.
While our satellite channel is free to listen to, it's not free for us. You can help us cover our satellite costs with the chip in on the right side of the page at lrn.fm.
Check. Oh. Welcome back.
I say for the pumpkin.
Say that again.
I say the word pumpkin.
No, that's not going to work. I'm playing with the voice changer here because I want to make sure that our guests are comfortable. Check. Yeah. All right. Thanks for playing along, Rebel Mistress. All right. Our effects are now finished. So, hey, I forget what we were totally talking about before. About who wears the pants and about having a contract. About like spelling out the relationship. And by the way, do you do any dom sub stuff in the streets? Because this is like in the sheets and the streets. Hello?
Rebel Mistress.
Well, hold on for what? We're doing a live show here, babe. What am I doing? All right. Well, you're my Rebel Mistress, so I have to obey.
Sorry. Wait, what was the question?
Yeah, what kind of kinky stuff do you do in the streets? Do you do anything public? I've fantasized about like dom sub stuff out in public, like on a train or, like where other people can see. And it doesn't have to be like overtly sexual. It could just be a control thing. Like I really enjoyed walking Steven around San Francisco with a leash, like a leash of all things. I was seeing people walk their dogs, and I was walking next to them with a human being. It was just so sexy and like so different. And the people, they balked or they looked or they took pictures. And
people love that I was also like much larger than you.
They loved that. That was huge.
You guys were hot.
Yeah, I should put some of the pictures up on the screen. So
you should.
Yeah. So
I mean, I've never done anything in public. I'd like to do. We have sex a lot in public.
What? Where?
Yeah. Well, not a lot. Not nearly as much as we should. I don't know, just quiet, secluded spots.
Okay.
In the woods.
So out in like the woods.
Yeah.
I mean in public where people can see.
Stairwells and stuff. But like, it's just it's harder. I don't know. I don't know what we do. I guess Rob sometimes he likes to do this with Renee actually, which sounds really weird now that I'm saying it out loud. He'll go to a place with her and she'll ask him like if she can get something and he'll say only if you're good. But he doesn't do that.
I
shit to
like
me.
that. Oh, why not?
I like
Why
that.
doesn't he do that?
Because I'm always good. I'm his rebel mistress. He should just give me what I want.
Oh, okay. So there's like a hierarchy of control as well. So
There's hierarchy. Yeah.
you know what was recommended to me last night by Dom Cody, Stephen, is that we both become subs for a like superlative Dom, like the most Dom, and that we would equally serve another person.
What do you think about that, Steve?
That's a thought. I don't know. I have to find the right person. I'm into you, Derek.
I know, I'm into you too. I'm not looking for another person, but this was like I was expressing my concern that like I don't know who's the sub and who's the dom in this relationship.
Can I say that that's what me and Rob did? We both got a sub. We both got a girl who would let us both dominate her.
Yeah.
And that was good for a while, but she just wasn't like super great in bed.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it went downhill. But I mean, the idea, well, I know you guys aren't poly, and I understand. I really do like the trade-off, even when it's just me and Rob. Like we're both like we can both either be dom or sub, depending on the weather. It doesn't matter. I really like that relationship. It keeps sex. Oops, sorry. It keeps sex super interesting, and it just makes it exciting every single time because you never know what you're gonna get. But when we both had like a sub, it was super fun. Like we both got to like go into like our inner needs. And I think if we found a girl who was as freaky and kinky as both of us, that we could like start a empire.
Have you ever made Rob wear a butt plug out in public?
You think Rob wears a butt plug?
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's a mode of control.
No anal stuff.
No anal stuff for Rob.
No anal stuff for Rob.
Rob, you're missing out. I'm sorry to say, but the male
That's
G-spot.
a mistake there, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'd probably let me do it if I wanted to.
Yeah, you just don't have any desire. You don't peg him?
No.
You said you don't like pegging people? Is that what the first story was? The guy
I
really...
like pegging men.
You like pegging women?
Well,
so you're just not into ass play at all. You're just not into that.
I don't know. You know, I once upon a time wanted to go for it. I read a lot of articles, and I even let Rob try to put it in a few times. But
oh, okay, put it in you. I forgot that it goes that way too.
His penis in my he has a penis as well.
Yeah.
I have an asshole. So but really, maybe if it was smaller.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Right.
Maybe if it was like a lot smaller, like half or like a quarter. I don't know. But anal hurts. How did you start? When was your first like? Stephen, do you do anal? Are you both tops or what?
Oh yeah, sure. The first time though, I'm pretty sure I was drunk. I don't remember much, so it's probably why it didn't hurt so bad.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's pretty much a requirement, Rebel Mistress. Like, my first time, I still remember it, but he got me really drunk. He was like, you know, come on down to my basement and have my parents' liquor, and we'll put this in a 7-Up, and you'll get so drunk you won't do anything. Like, brought me up to the bedroom, and you know, I remember it being a very pleasurable experience. He was my boyfriend. He wasn't some meaningless guy, and it was special, but it was like, ow, and he was respectful in the way that like start slow, use a lot of lube, just good advice generally for any time you're doing anal, and read your partner.
How big was he?
He was huge. He was
huge.
Yeah, he was hung like, well, I don't know. He called himself like a black man for some reason, even though he was this tiny white Jewish boy. But he was big.
Really big penises.
Huh?
Jewish guys usually have really big penises.
No, they don't.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel
sorry.
like every Jew I fucked has had a nice
Really
penis.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it matters whether or not they're like what's the word, Ashkenazi or
I don't know.
Yeah, there are different kinds of Jews, European Jews and Arab Jews. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The general trend that I've seen is that they've been small, but that's good. I'm glad. And it doesn't matter. Like I'm not. I used to be more of a size queen. I'm not so much a size queen anymore.
I'm a size queen.
Really? What?
Yeah.
So you would have dumped Rob if he had a little peen?
Yeah, we would not be engaged.
Oh. Well, what could he have done? I mean, what if he loved you so much that
he would have never gotten to love me because sex is very important.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we would have made it this far if he had a small penis.
So what? I mean, that's
the first
just very
guy
sad.
who pulled out like a small penis. Like, okay, so I've done the shaming.
Oh, small penis humiliation?
Yeah, I had a guy.
Wait, he was turned on by being humiliated by his small penis.
Yes.
Oh, that's hot.
Awesome.
I've seen this porn.
It was really small too, so it was like
It was really small.
so small, like microscopic.
Oh my god, he had a micro penis.
Yeah.
What?
But the thing was, he only wanted to be. I've had two small, really small. Well, not had, because I refuse to have sex with someone who has a small penis because I don't see the point in letting someone with a small penis try to have sex with you. But anyway, I knew this guy like via chat, like Skype. Like he lived all the way in like Britain or something. I don't even remember how I met the guy or whatever, but he wanted me to shame him. And I did. I shamed the shit out of him. And ever since then, I can't date a guy with a small penis because I just think about shaming them.
You think about shaming them? Did it turn you on?
No.
No. Do you have a small penis? Do you like being humiliated? We'll be right back. How to be a dog.
When I found the Free State Project, I knew it was the key to achieving liberty in my lifetime.
Sorry, I am so sneezy today. I was thank you. I was cleaning out the thrift store, and we have this new location, and we were storing some of our stuff there, and it is so dusty. So I was doing a lot of cleaning and sweeping, and just like, I don't know why, it's still affecting me. I'm just like, sneeze all day. So
Is that the one-on-one deals?
Yeah, one-on-one deals. So, ew, what is that? I won't look at it. The chat room. Those people are so filthy. Yeah, so my nose is a little red.
GOP debate.
Walt just said, quote, when you find mush, you push.
Ew.
I don't think that's good. That's probably bad. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I want to know more about this small penis humiliation stuff because...
Okay, so it was funny.
One of the...
It was not... It was... I don't know. It was a funny time in my life. I was in college, and this guy, he lived in London. Like, he was there on business or whatever. I don't remember how I met him. I feel like it was in chat roulette.
Were you in London or... No, it was online.
No, it was online.
I feel like this is a British thing. More than anything, it's British guys doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he wanted me to shame his penis, and he bought me a pair of, like, really expensive shoes.
Oh, my God. No way. Girl, you should have rode that train. You were on doing Findom and humiliation. Yeah. Hell yeah, girl. Come on. You should totally do this. Guys want to send you money across the internet and be humiliated. How easy is that? And you should do it. I mean, God, you're going to make people happy and you're going to make money. They want to buy you things.
Maybe now I'd be more into it because then I felt like it was, and then I felt like I was being mean.
No, I wish I could do this. And I'm told Steven, like, this is something, some gay men do it. And I've seen cash doms. It's the same thing as like Findom, F-I-N, as in financial domination, but performed by gay men instead of women. Usually, I think Findom is a term reserved for females, so it's like femdom. Yeah. So there are guys who will do this, who will like humiliate online people over Skype. They'll make it personal, or they'll create video clips that people will buy, and then they'll just like send updates or whatever on their Twitter or whatever, wherever you want
At
to
this
follow them.
point in my life, I'd really be down to do that because I'm so tired of working 9 to 5.
Yeah, girl, do it. There's I don't know. There aren't that many of them. I don't think. I mean, I guess there's. I don't know. There's probably new ones entering every day, but I feel like you would do great at it.
Maybe.
Yes. They want.
I like the financial dom one. That's one where you just like shame people into sending you money, right?
Yes. Yeah. Basically,
It's like, send me money now.
Yep.
You
That's
dirty
it.
fucking whore.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like we should play some of this.
You should.
Yeah.
Please.
I think I have some, or I'll find some. I can't play actual porn on the show, can I? I can play the audio, right?
Unless it has copyrighted music in the background.
Let's try it. Let's see what they do.
If it's just shaming, it's just talking.
All right. Here's
Beat it.
Can you hear that?
FM.
You hear great intro music.
Welcome back to Flaming Freedom. We're live. This very special How to Be a Dom episode, where now we're talking about FinDom, the fetish of financial domination, where men and women will control another person's wallet, and that will be the type of control that person would seek. So I am into, we haven't yet really talked about chastity, but I'm super into chastity and restraints. But this is another kind of control where a woman or man will exercise control over another person's wallet and call them things like a pay pig. And so this is, I'm going to try and give a sample. I've just Googled FinDom, and I don't know. Let's hear what this sounds like.
Wallet, loser.
Can you hear that?
Turn it up.
Let's get started, shall we?
So
I love
can't-
training nerds to do my bidding.
I can't show what's on the screen because these women are getting naked. And
See, that's the only thing. I don't want to have to get naked.
YouTube will flag it. But you don't have to. There are some doms who that's like part of their thing. They they'll tease to the point where like, oh,
I think I will get naked. Like, I'm becoming more and more comfortable getting naked.
No, don't do it because you're giving away the goods. You got to keep them wanting more.
But I'll do it in lingerie.
So I'm hearing a lot of
Stare at my body.
Okay.
Stare closely, loser.
Loser.
See how hot we look?
Yes. Yes, I do. And they're showing off their
You're getting
asses and their tits, and they've got she's got her bra as like the hypnosis dangly thing that you're supposed to watch. So you're falling asleep and being controlled by these women who are going to take control of your wallet.
Keep looking. Pervert.
Yeah, so getting called names like a pervert.
There's no resisting.
All right, I'm done with this video. It's freaking me out.
Kind of sounds like ASMR porn. You know, the porn that they just play like a girl in a dark room trying to make you feel. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Have you
what
heard
is
of?
that? ASMR. What does that stand for?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should type it into YouTube.
Okay.
But is it ASMR? Or
It's a type of porn.
it's a type of porn that's like, it has a lot to do with like creating like feeling.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I think that's the same thing as this was, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff of like erotic ASMR whispering, erotic ASMR sex on the beach.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but there's like pure ASMR porn where it's just like a girl in a dark room dimly lit.
That's what it is.
And it'll be straight looking at her mouth, and she'll just make like breathing noises, like.
What? What is that? What's that about?
It's about creating a feeling.
All right, I'm gonna click one. We're gonna see. This looks like it's probably safe. So
it's just really weird.
I can show it on the screen.
Probably.
I gotta make sure there's no other stuff that's on here. All right. Oh, she's whispering.
My first attempt at an erotic ASMR video.
Oh no, this is her first attempt. It's probably gonna suck.
I just want to give you an orgasm.
They all suck.
She wants to give me an orgasm, she said. Why whispering? Why? What is that part of it?
It's trying to create a feeling. It's supposed to look a certain way too. It's trying to like replicate a certain feeling that you have when you're like getting aroused, and it makes you feel good. Like they do ASMR like videos that aren't porn.
It's already making me feel good.
Derek, I'm not telling you this so you can get into ASMR.
I'm into it.
Derek. But no sex is involved.
All right, I gotta stop this.
Are you really down for that?
It's freaking me out.
Like, I like to see some penetration in my porn.
Yeah, I'm bored already. I can't handle that. I mean, I guess you put on headphones. I've been into hypnosis stuff before. That's a real turn on, and it seems similar to the ASMR thing, where like a dom will use hypnosis, and these tracks can be like quite long. It could be like half an hour to an hour, where it's got certain sounds that are playing that, I don't know, are supposed to tap into your brain waves and help control you, and insert triggers into your brain so that certain things or words will arouse you.
What is the name of this tape?
What's the point of what?
What is the name of that tape?
There's all different kinds. Just look up like erotic hypnosis, and guys do it, girls do it. And
Never heard of that.
oh yeah, I think it's sexy because I didn't ever like believe in hypnosis, but if there's one thing I could get behind, it's the power of suggestion. So like these, these doms and what's the male term for? I guess dom is the male term and dominatrix is the female term.
I don't know.
We should have started with the basics here. I feel like I'm lost, but doms can use hypnosis and the power of suggestion to insert triggers in your brain. I think that's the bottom line, and that is supposed to, I don't know, like remind you about like paying them or whatever you're supposed to do, whatever sort of control they're supposed to exercise. But can we talk about chastity since I brought it up earlier? And Steven, have you ever been put in chastity?
No, not yet.
And it's not something that you've expressed any interest in. I am very into chastity. What is chastity?
I saw some videos recently that were fairly intriguing.
Okay, good. Well, what is chastity? Your rebel mistress asks. I would say that chastity is a restraint that's placed over the penis that controls orgasms, or at least attempts to. And that's it. I mean, it's a way to control someone's orgasms. So if you wanted to exercise control over Rob Rebel, you could lock up his dick, and you could have the key, so he can't.
Well, they have it for women too. It's basically a cage.
But I want him to jerk off.
Okay, but if he wanted to control you, then he could put you in a chastity cage. There's one for women too. It's like a steel thing where it goes over your vajayjay.
I know. It's the original chastity belt is for women.
It wasn't for boys. It was for women.
No.
It was for women so that they couldn't have sex before marriage.
Well, how did they pee? I'm a little confused about that. For guys,
the dad would have the key, and I think they'd only wear it if they like went out or something.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, how did they pee then? They have to pee right.
And they didn't pee, I guess.
Yee. Well, you can pee out of most chastity cages that I've seen for guys. Although there's this other thing called urethral sounding, which is where you insert. I hear it sounds feels really good, but I have not tried it before. It's where you insert.
In the penis hole?
Yes, urethra. So
It looks
it's
dangerous.
cool. You put metal or stuff into your penis, and the experience, I'm told, is something like being fucked from the inside out. And
I've seen a girl put her hand in a guy's penis hole before.
oh my god, her hand?
Not her whole hand. Not her whole hand. It was a finger.
Oh my god, still a finger. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It can. Their penis hole can open pretty big, actually.
I know one of my best friends from growing up. This is one of the fetishes that he somehow got into, and they do things like gauging, where like you'll gauge your ears. You'll start with a piercing, and work your way up to make it bigger and bigger of a hole. Well, guys will do this also with, like, I don't know, chopsticks or whatever sort of thing you insert in your penis, and get it to be a bigger and a bigger hole. Like, I don't know if that is disgusting. I don't get what
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that sounds really bad to me. I don't know.
Like, I lost it. Like, if that was supposed to make me horny, and
no,
did the opposite.
I'm just talking about like this is another type of BDSM, and there's a whole world out there of people who like this, and it's been combined with chastity. That's the reason I brought it up. Is last night I saw one of these chastity devices where the way that it's secured on is not by a lock, as I understand it. It's actually by the urethral sound. So it's the whole device goes right up in there, and you cannot get hard. You cannot get hard.
I'd wear a vibrating chastity belt.
That would be hot. You would probably come in that. I
know, and then I wouldn't be able to stop coming. Just a full day of coming.
It would be strapped on. You couldn't take it off.
You know what? Your lover should actually have control over the remote, and he should be able to remote control buzz you while you're at work.
They have panties that vibrate on command, and you can give your lover the remote.
Have you done it?
No, I wanted to buy some. I thought about that.
All right, vibrating panties. We'll be right back for hour number 2.
Our digital free.
Wow, vibrating panties. I want those.
You should get some. They're on Amazon.
Why am I echoing? What happened? Check. I'm hearing an echo.
I don't hear an echo.
Rebel Mistress, what happened? Did you change something?
No.
Can I disconnect from you and try and reconnect? Actually, it went away. It's gone now.
Is your other friend coming on?
Yeah, Dom Cody's supposed to be here by now. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's here. He messaged like 10 minutes ago. But I was on the air. Okay, let me play ads and I'll let him in.
For 100% of all funds raised go directly to freeross.org. So check out thecryptoshow.com/freeross. And don't forget freeross.org.
The 3 most important things you can do for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. You likely buy all kinds of things online. Amazon is the largest online retailer. You can get what you need at the same great prices, and LRN gets a cut. Please do your online shopping at shop.lrn.fm.
Are you a political activist who does things that the government might not like? Then this free ebook may save your life. Rats is your guide to protecting yourself against snitches, informers, informants, agents provocateur, narcs, finks, and similar vermin. Rats was written by OG libertarian Claire Wolfe. Rats is a short book, easy to read, and available free in many formats. Download Rats free at rats-nosnitch.com. That's rats-nosnitch.com.
More Flaming Freedom is coming up next, live after the news, here on the Liberty Radio Network, LRN.FM.
The Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FTP Radio News for Thursday, August 6th.
I can hear you.
Silver is trading at $14.60 per ounce.
The mic will pick stuff up.
$1,086 per ounce.
Well, it is directed right at my face.
Average.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $282. And War.com reports, despite NATO officials continuing to report the Afghan war to be, if not over, nearly so, the civilian death toll of the conflict continues to slowly rise, with the UN showing another 1% increase in civilian casualties over last year's figure. The UN figure says 1,592 civilians were killed in the first half of 2015, and another 3,329 were wounded. The casualties were overwhelmingly for being funded.
So that's a little too
the biggest
weird.
concern is that as the fighting gets more and more city-centric, the civilian casualties are increasingly women and children, with 25%
All right, this is enough. I think this is enough.
in the fighting this year that last, despite the overall total being only 1%.
Cool. Okay, here, you want to take the good chair?
The UN report said around 70% of the deaths and injuries were the Taliban's fault, with the rest the fault of either the Afghan government or NATO occupation forces. The increased casualties in residential areas.
But you can hear the other.
Wait, so he won't. He was going to be on video, but he doesn't want his voice to be heard.
No, other way around.
No, he's not going to be on video. He might change his mind about that later if we're super nice and submissive.
So, Derek, is this the guy that you were talking about to be the Dom?
No. This is the person who suggested that we get our own Dom to serve.
Was he trying to hint at himself?
I don't know. Were you?
I'm not moving to San Francisco, that's for sure.
All right. He's not. I guess not.
All right. Well, I'm down. I'm down for it.
Can you guys hear Dom Cody okay? Is he clear with I have a voice changer on or whatever, but it's like, what do you think? Does it sound good? We're on a commercial break. So
have him say more things.
Why do you need a voice change, Dom Cody?
He doesn't need it. It's just for fun. He didn't even request this. I did.
I think when if we get into how I switch sometimes and I'm talking about something, you should make it go higher.
Oh yeah, okay, I can do that.
It sounds fine.
That's the higher version.
Yeah, so I just love having a cock in my ass.
All right.
Don't we all?
back to Dom.
Dom Cody.
Dom Cody. I like that name. People can, I don't know, should we say where they can find you? Have anything?
I don't have anything, actually.
Oh.
Is this Cody O'Connor?
Oh, you wish. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, it is Cody O'Connor. He's here.
Cody. That's what I'm sticking with. This
Cody.
Is Cody O'Connor.
Cody O'Connor does another show on LRN called Off the Air Live, which he hosts every Saturday night from 10 to midnight.
Yeah, he's also a super Dom.
He wishes he was a super Dom.
He does.
So what toys? Actually, I guess when we come back, do you have a bag of toys with you?
I do have a bag of toys with me tonight.
Do you have a Hitachi?
What?
Do you have the Hitachi?
No, I don't. That would be awesome. I hear it's the best-selling vibrator on the planet and has been for like 20 years.
$90 right now on Amazon, and I really want to buy it.
Well, how much are 1 million orgasms worth to you? Because that's what you get.
You're right. I should go for it.
Yeah. I mean, you're an adult. You need adult toys.
Is that anything like the magic wand?
It is the magic wand.
Oh.
Yeah, the Hitachi magic wand is what it's called. It's you know.
I've gotten to use one a few times with other play partners.
Yes.
And like you can leave that thing on for 2 seconds and come.
I know. I was just about to share the story. Like the only time I came in Chastity was through using a vibrator, and that was key. I mean, I couldn't. I tried like hell. I tried everything to come in Chastity, and I couldn't do it.
There's a shop in Northampton that's selling them for $59 right now.
Wow, Dom Cody has the price.
Where's
get the savings?
Oh, Northampton. Okay.
Yeah, you can get there. I don't know. Is
I
it
can't-
worth all the gas money to go buy it in person? You're in
I don't know.
Manchester, right?
Yeah, I'm in Manchester. I have to see.
Yeah. All right, we got
Maybe
1 minute.
give my birthday present to myself.
Save $30, so you can figure out how much gas is that day. And
Calculate it up.
Oh, but your time. I mean, your time is worth more than that. So
but my time I could be spending having multiple orgasms, like, I don't know.
Do you need it immediately? Like, you can't wait a week? You've waited your whole life. Right now.
I want it now.
I feel like I gotta pull up an article on like how to be a dom. How to be a dom. We'll see what we think about their recommendations. What's in your bag of tricks? Actually, don't show me yet. I gotta see when. Oh, all right, okay. Hey, okay. So can I read from this?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, cool. Okay, we're coming back in 5.
All right. Well, at least there's someone. Thank you, Jason Copeland.
Thanks, Andrea.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of Flaming Freedom, a very special How to Be a Dom episode, both in the streets and the sheets. And we are joined by your Rebel Mistress. Hello, Rebel Mistress.
Oh, hello.
Steven Zeiler of freetalksf.com.
Hello, hello.
And now we are joined by Dom Cody. Dom Cody, thanks for joining us in studio.
Thanks for having me tonight.
Now, you do not appear on camera right now. Perhaps later that will change, as I hope to do some demos. I put my yoga mats out. I'm ready. I'm feeling submissive. Jesus H. Christ, I don't know what that was, but...
That was the brown note.
Animal. Yeah, seriously. So I want to know, like, how to be a dom. So I see this book that Dom Cody brought with us.
Did he write it?
Huh? Did he write it? I don't know. Did you write it?
I did not write it.
Okay, but what can we learn from this? This is just topping. Topping, let's talk terms, because I thought topping and bottoming are just regular sex terms. They're not BDSM terms.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting title for the book, but if you start to flip through it, they do talk a lot about dom-sub type relationships. And so the top one is obviously written from the perspective of a dom, and the bottom one is the submissive's guide. And it's not a how-to guide, they're not talking technique, it's more philosophy.
Okay.
Have you ever taken the quiz of how much of what, like, aspect? It's on FetLife. It's on my FetLife profile if you wanted to pull that up. It's a quiz you take, and it tells you how much of each aspect you are. And I think I was like 45% a top.
Sounds like a
and I was like
test.
2% submissive.
Search for an answer to you are and A being a
Oh my god. Are you searching porn right now, Rebel Mistress? Calm
No,
yourself.
that's my phone. Being
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
But I think the quiz is really interesting. You guys should take that.
Right.
See what you rank.
Okay, I'll take the quiz, but honestly, I think I'm kind of
taking it
on this. Now that I've explored a little bit of Dom's side, I really enjoyed it. I was doing all kinds of dirty talk today, and I kind of got into it. I don't know. You can rate me, Stephen.
Derek, you're like a dom. You're like a dom bottom.
Yeah, I could see that. Like I bought from the top.
What are you, Steven?
I guess for the inverse of that.
Whatever the inverse of that is.
Well, I want to read.
Dom, Cody, you're specifically a dom, right?
I'll switch it up sometimes.
What? We all play around. We play different roles here, Rebel Mistress. Wait, are you saying you're the only one here who doesn't switch around? No, you do too.
I kind of switch around, but I'm never really submissive.
I think it's good to fill both roles. I mean, if you can get into that sub headspace, then you have a better sense of like what your subs are experiencing.
Right.
That's key.
It's like dancing the follow part in a dance. It helps you learn how to lead.
That's true, but then there are some doms that are just strictly dom, and that does have like a certain quality to it, especially if they're like very good. A good dom to me does his research. Like they don't just say, "Hey, I'm a dom. I'm gonna control it." Like there's a lot of work that goes into that, and like there's lots of books and shit you can read.
I'm reading one right now, and I want to interrupt you to say there's a chapter called "How Do You Know You're a Top?" It's like, well, many tops remember having toppy fantasies as long as they can remember, blah, blah, blah. But then I skip down to this part. Does there always have to be a top and a bottom? Well, no is the answer. Some people like to play scenes in which both or all players are receiving sensation, like nipple tug of war, in which two people pull on nipple clamps with chains running from one person to the other and lean backwards so that both
Yes.
get a nice
Yes.
pull. Some like scenes that involve power struggles where nobody knows until someone wins who the top will
I like
be.
that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, this is me and Rob.
I need to do more research, but I don't have a clear-cut like role yet here.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking we need a wrestle till you win type top dom sub situation.
Well, yeah, we definitely need that. Definitely need that.
Have little battles like every day, and then like pick a special time during the week where you can just have sex for like 5 hours, and then you really see who wins. Well, more than 5 hours. You're gonna need like the whole day.
I'm gonna have to learn pressure points because I'm pretty sure Steven's stronger than me. I don't know.
Steven,
I'll have to play dirty.
Yeah, but you'll be dirtier.
I'll get some chains. I'll bind you.
You have more implements.
Yes.
I think.
Speaking of,
but I'm better at knots.
I had my first
Everyone's bigger than me.
You're a Boy Scout. I had my first experience in separator bars Actually, I had two first experiences. Separator bars, which are, exactly as they sound, bars of wood, spreader bars that separate your arms or legs and keep them wide open so that there's really nothing you can do. You're pretty vulnerable in that situation. And Electroplay was my first time. Dom Cody helped me out experiencing this safely and did not electrocute me or the house. Thank you very much for keeping it safe. I feel like I should have reciprocated. I felt a little bad afterwards. I was like, I didn't shock him or do anything, but yeah, I was totally on the receiving end. Should have probably given a little more, but I don't know. I was enjoying it. Was that
That's
okay?
one thing I hate.
Totally fine. Yeah.
All right. Were you expecting something?
I wasn't, no. And that's one of the things that I actually really like about getting into some of the kink play is it's whatever you want it to be in the moment. You have a fine level of control over how much intimacy there is, how much risk there is. I mean, you can turn something as simple as a hand job into like a mind-blowing, domination submission experience.
Oh, that was really hot. I remember Stephen at the Citadel, the private BDSM club, where there was a young man who was strapped down to a table and he was getting a hand job, and he was, he couldn't move or do anything. And that hand job, it just looked so like he was on edge, like he really wanted to blow, and the guy was not going to let it happen. He was just.
He was also getting that spur, the rolly spur thing on him.
Oh my God. I thought that was for wimps. I thought that was wimpy stuff. The spur. Yeah. What is it called?
It's like when you polish the knob. I call it
no.
gazing into the.
No. What is it you're talking about?
When you take the palm of your hand and sort of slide it over the head.
Oh yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Torturous.
Yeah, he was doing that. That was really torturous. But no, what I'm referring to is the little metal implement with the spikes on it that rolls.
Oh, a Wartenberg wheel.
Oh, of course, a Wartenberg wheel.
A Wartenberg wheel, of course. Johann Wartenberg.
Yes.
Where do you put that?
All over.
Wherever you want.
How do you do that? I don't understand.
I'll tell you.
This thing.
Where it felt best on me, Rebel Mistress, was down by my groin, like at the inner thigh. That was like crazy sensation. Because think about anything touching there is really sensitive, and especially if it's going to be little spikes. My penis, when it touched my penis, yow! It was like, okay. I screamed so loud. I think Dom Cody just cut that out and didn't really go much further with that. I didn't use safe word, but it was still very painful. And balls was like, I was in separator bars, right? Or spacer bars?
Spreader bars.
Spreader bars. So I couldn't protect myself from any of this. And I think those were the best places to put this thing. I mean, I had it all over, on my shoulders, on my tits, and nipples was really good because that was electrocution. There was he combined the Wartenberg wheel with, what was that other device that you had?
The other device is called a.
Do you have any of these for show? Can we show these on
I
screen?
actually brought that with me. I forgot the Wartenberg wheel, but I do have the neon wand.
Yeah, please bring the neon wand. That was very special. This is an electrical device that turns your partner, the dom, into an electrical conductor. of a sort. So I guess I can show this on screen here. This is what it looks like. This is the part that you put on your body that you like have contact with as the dom. It's like a metal flat thing that spreads out the electric current to the rest of your body, and then anything you touch after that is going to conduct. So you're going to shock whoever you're touching, and you can turn it up with this little knob on the side. Add implements to that, like a Wartenberg wheel, and we're talking some serious pain, especially on sensitive areas.
This is your Robertson Roberts Brokerage Daily.
I'm sure Robertson Roberts is really glad that they're advertising on this.
Hey, Rebel Mistress, where is this like test to determine what you are?
It's on FetLife.
FetLife. Yeah, like how do I find it?
It should be. Wait, let me find the link. I gotta go to my FetLife. I can send it.
Thanks.
Rob's
How
over
you
here
doing,
messing
Cody?
with me.
Do you want any cookies?
Stop it. Stop it.
They're meringue cookies. They're made of egg.
Oh, so there's no wheat in them.
I don't think there's any wheat in them. You can check the
Rob
ingredients.
wants to have sex during
Right
your
there. I love
show.
them. Yes, you should totally have sex.
Please do that. Yeah, everyone wants that.
Yes,
It'd be like
Rob, you should go down on your Rebel Mistress. What are you
No.
waiting for? No. What, you don't like being eaten out, Rebel Mistress?
not on air because
Come on, you can handle it.
no, I can't.
You don't need to put on a
Stop.
show for us. You don't need to do the heavy breathing or anything. Just enjoy yourself.
No, that isn't enjoying myself. Rob has a beard. It's super ticklish. I can't.
Yeah. Starting to get to Amish proportions.
I love his beard.
You like it? All right. I won't
I
say
like
anything.
it, but it tickles.
It's getting huge. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it was really
okay, but
sexy at one
this
point.
is coming from you who waxes your entire body.
Yeah.
Not the entire body.
Well, next
Not your
time
arms,
I
right?
will. No, next time I will, babe. I want to go totally hairless.
Don't wax your head.
No, I won't wax my head. I want.
Yeah. Then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Can you wax your head?
I don't know, but I'm not going to. You can wax your upper lip. I see that at salons, but I'm not doing that either. Everything neck and above is safe, but I'm thinking everything below is going off,
including.
Were you already doing that?
including my legs. No, I didn't. I shave my legs, and I don't do anything with my arms because they are not very hairy in general. But if I'm gonna wax the rest of my body, I'm gonna feel like my arms are super hairy.
Yeah, but I'm into that.
You like my hairy arms?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep them for you. But what about my legs? You don't mind
No,
if I?
it's gotta go. It's gotta go.
Yeah. Okay, good, cool. I'm glad you're into the arms because they're not that hairy anyway, so it would be kind of like, I don't know, superfluous. By the way, because I was feeling like sniffly and all today, I had 2 full cloves of garlic. So if you can smell that, I'm sorry. You probably smell that through your screens right
So
now.
you're apologizing to me or apologizing to them?
No, I'm apologizing to you.
Sorry, I had a couple cloves of garlic earlier today. Too,
Oh,
so for
phew.
safe.
You had cloves? I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, it's trying to make sure that my piercing does not get infected.
Nice.
Okay, you need to go to the submissive Oxford Dictionary,
Okay.
and then it'll read your score.
Okay.
Then you have to take a quiz, and then it'll read your score.
Aren't those healthy, Cody? I mean, like, they're basically healthy cookies. Can you believe it? Meringue cookies.
There's a lot of sugar, but yeah, it's a gluten-free alternative for people who have issues with that.
And it's really low calorie. I mean, it's like, it ends up being like 10
Yeah, you get
calories a cookie.
12 cookies or something. I think is the serving size.
Yeah. It's like 10 calories each. It's nothing. All right.
Get connected with video,
Submissive.
audio,
Are you going to
free
read this
books,
on air?
a
Do you
forum,
see
and
what she's
activist tools
talking
you can
about?
download and use in your area at freekeen.com.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Rebel Mistress?
Listen to LRN.FM on any phone, anytime.
I don't know.
213-493-0309.
We're coming back.
Out there,
That's
on
213-493-0309.
Welcome back. Hey, what color bandana are you? There's a color coding of bandanas. I've heard about this, and I mistakenly used to wear my green bandana in my left pocket, which indicates to prospective dates that you are a prostitute. Whoops.
Mistakenly?
Yes, this was not intentional. It just so happened that I had a green bandana, and it's helpful to wear. I was a janitor at one point in my life, and so...
You were wondering why you never had to pick up the check at the end of the meal.
No, it was not like that. But I was informed.
You were wondering why you were leaving and people kept giving you money.
I wish. No, nobody gave me any money. But I was propositioned, and then it was explained to me. So, whoops. Okay, so green bandana in left pocket means prostitute. Green bandana in right pocket means looking for a prostitute. So then there are all different kinds of colors. There's yellow for piss play.
Yeah, you need the yellow one, Derek.
Red for fisting. I am into piss play. I love it. I want piss all over me. Oh, yeah. I want it all over me. I want it in my mouth. I want it all over my body. I want men to piss on me.
How does he taste?
He tastes like you would expect.
Why do you like it? Is it like warm, or can I pour tea all over you and you'd be okay with that?
No, it has to be pee because it's like more... It's more dominating. It's more humiliating.
It's a degradation thing,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's degradation.
Really? So all of you are into the pissing thing?
I'm into it. I don't know. What about you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'll do it to you.
He'll do it to me, but you don't want to be pissed.
Yeah, oh, no, sure. You can do
You
that.
want to piss on him,
It'll be
Derek?
fun.
You want to piss on him?
Not really, but I think I might. I would try it. I've never pissed on anyone.
You got to try it out.
I've only been... Yeah, I've been pissed on. I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't like things to mess up my hair. Like,
yeah,
so,
you have to let that go because you're gonna get messy. It's gonna be dirty, and there's probably gonna be a shower afterwards.
Or it'll happen in the shower.
Or there'll be a shower afterwards.
I would hope it was in the shower.
Sometimes it's just in the bed.
I have hardwood floors. I don't know.
They have rubber sheets for this. I see Dom Cody like.
Well, I mean, rubber sheets, unless there's like a little wall around the edge, they're just gonna rot off on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of liquid.
It's sterile.
Tea, I guess.
It's clean.
Well, at the Citadel, they said make sure to just drink it all.
Yeah, that's true. They said don't leave any and clean it up if you leave any sprinkles. I don't know. That's another thing. Have any of you guys gotten into like toilet play, like licking a toilet seat or any of that, making a guy lick your boots or anything like that? How about the bathroom licking stuff?
Never bathroom licking. I feel like made a guy like. Well, I know once Rob put like his belt around my neck and made me crawl to the bedroom.
Hot. Ooh, I like that.
That was cool. I think I've like made someone kiss my feet before or something.
Yeah. I tried to make that happen at Door Alley Festival. I tried to make Jeff kiss my shoes, and he wouldn't do them.
He did.
He wouldn't. Well, he did eventually. I made him, but he wouldn't do it because they were sneakers. They weren't like proper leather boots or whatever you would normally be licking.
Yeah, I think most of my downfall is I don't have enough. I need a sex toy room, and I need more outfits, more like sexy outfits.
More outfits. I don't know. Yeah, like Steven has a really sexy harness. Dom Cody has what you saw his harness.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You like his harness.
I like those pictures very much.
I think I should share those again.
You like those, Cody?
Those are gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
So here's the harness in action for folks who are curious.
I'd really like more like harnesses and stuff. Like one, when we move, like I like to dedicate a space for a sex toy closet, and like I want a sex swing and everything, because like we can get the most exciting possible, but toys and everything, like once you like, that's like a new level of kink. So it's mostly like all about space and resources at this point.
Why stop with the closet?
What'd you say?
Why stop with the closet?
The whole house.
Whole house.
Whole house. I would love to have a sex dungeon. I'm not that rich currently.
Can you?
Maybe make videos to shame guys to earn some extra money for my sex.
I'll chip in. I'll put my toys in your dungeon, and then I can come use your dungeon.
Yeah, you can use my dungeon whenever you want. See? Agorism. That is
A sex dungeon co-op.
yeah, just clean
Sounds
up
a little
all the
socialist.
demons.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, we're not millionaires yet. So, okay, what other toys did you bring for us to see? We saw the electro thing. Actually, can you try it out?
I don't know.
Can we do a demo?
I don't know if I'd mess up your equipment.
Oh, you think it might shock some of my equipment?
I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, okay. It was fun, though. I was afraid of Electroplay. When I saw...
that?
Huh?
How much is something like that?
I ended up paying a lot more than I should have for it. I was doing the whole shop local thing when I was on vacation, or somebody's local anyways, and I ended up spending about $200 on the main device, plus this little, you can see the part that attaches to your body, that's called the power tripper, and you put that in contact with your leg, and then you become a conductor, so anything you touch, it sparks too. That was like $50, so $200 total for all of that. I think you could get it for maybe $120 on Amazon.
Which is the cool way to say $120.
That's not too bad. It seems very like I haven't seen it because I'm not looking, but it seems very worth a while.
I'll tell you what the hottest thing was. So that Wartenberg wheel was pretty sexy, but the hottest thing was when Dom Cody used my knife on me as an electric shock tool, because it's like, this is going to shock me, and it could do some damage if I bounce the wrong way or whatever. I mean, this will cut a bitch. It's designed for going for your throat. So, fortunately, I made it. There was no blood play, and
have you ever done blood play?
No, I'm not interested. I do not want to bleed. Thank you.
I know a few girls who are into blood play.
Bruises will be fine, but so what do they like about the blood play?
So they actually there are people who will come to your house and like safely help you do blood play. So it's like a whole community. And I think it's just like the feeling of drawing blood is like, if you would imagine how good it feels to be a vampire, I guess. And I think it just turns them on to make someone else bleed in a sexual manner. Which, I mean, I'm a scratcher. Like, I love, like, putting my claws into Rob. I love getting my nails, like, talons so I can, like, cut him. And I wish I drew blood, actually. I mean, sometimes I have, but not often enough.
Why do you want to draw blood? Do you think that's sexy?
Yeah, it's just hot. Like, I'm just, like...
What's happening right now? What are you doing to me, Dom Cody? You just put something around my neck.
Yeah, I just padlocked a collar onto you.
What? This is padlock now?
I don't like that.
Uh-oh. Steven doesn't like it. Well, it's just for demo purposes, Steven. He's not going to do anything with it. Hopefully, it won't stay locked. We'll find out on the other end of this break. This is Flaming Freedom, the kinkiest, dommiest, subbiest episode ever.
Since time began,
Are you really upset by this, Steven?
I actually don't like that.
Okay, he doesn't like this.
I can take it off.
All right. I already have one on. It's superfluous.
That's right.
Points for using that word twice in one episode.
It's extraneous.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate variety. Okay. Here,
Only my padlock goes on your neck.
Okay. Thank you, Dom Cody.
Officer, the drug war is nothing.
And thank you, Stephen, for communicating, expressing yourself. That's like the key. That's the important thing about BDSM relationship, right?
Communication is important.
And you're not offended, are you, Dom Cody?
No, not at all.
Yeah, see? He's totally cool with it. But I do enjoy that collar. What did you think about it, babe? Did you like it? Is it too much? Because I can't wear that in public.
Well, you were looking for something that you could wear with like an evening gown, and that it's just not going to match.
It's not going to go with an evening gown. It's
you need something that's like...
Did you see it, Rebel Mistress, or you just on... I don't know if you're on audio only.
No, yeah, I'm just on audio because Rob's trying to have sex with me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hot. Do
Successful,
it, Rob.
baby?
Try it.
Nice. Just do it. Oh no, I think I see. Is that my chastity device? Did you bring mine?
I might have yours with me. No, this is an open mouth gag.
Oh, that's hot. Has this been cleaned?
I don't know.
Okay. I won't put it in my mouth, but I want to. This is hot. So I guess the guy can stick his dick in there.
Depending on his girth, yeah.
Depending. And spit in there.
Or put other things in it.
Piss in there.
You could piss in there.
You get ash in there. Like with a cigarette.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm into that. I think that would be hot. You both squirmed. I think that is like one of the most demeaning things a person could do is use your mouth as an ashtray. I mean,
No, spitting on someone is the most demeaning thing someone can do.
even more than ashing in their mouth.
Not even close to ashing. Ashing is so much worse.
I'm for it. I don't know. I like it. Maybe
It all to me. Piss on me, ash on my mouth, spit on me.
I like it. Yes, more. So how do you use this? This can be padlocked too.
It can, yes. I think
okay.
Almost all of my buckling toys have lockable buckles.
Nice. So this locks right here. There's a locking mechanism. So no matter what hole you put it through.
Sorry.
We're adults here.
You gotta keep it light, man.
What's that, Rebel Mistress? You have a question for Cody? Dom Cody?
Cody, do you live in Keene?
I live just north of Keene.
You're a free stater?
Yes.
Have we met before?
We have. We met at Porkfest.
That doesn't count. How many drugs were I on that?
So this is it a little bit tighter. I don't know. Man, I want to try this on. Too bad it's probably filthy.
The last mouth it was in was mine.
Okay, well, I can handle that. Was it cleaned before that?
Yeah, I don't think it's been used on anybody else for a while.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we're back. Hey! So we're playing with toys. Right now, what am I holding, Dom Cody? What is this?
That is an open mouth gag. Some people call them spider gags.
So instead of and it kind of looks like a spider, so I can see why. So instead of a gag where you've got a ball in your mouth and you can't really scream and you might suffocate, this is one where you cannot suffocate because your mouth cannot close. Oh, okay. So here's a ball gag. Nice. So
I like ball gags. I like gags.
Have you used one, Rebel Mistress?
Yeah, I used one that was made of candy.
Hot. So do you like to be gagged with a ball gag?
I think I prefer to do the gagging.
You gag others.
I would prefer that.
So what do you like about it? Doesn't it get all spittly? Every time I see gags in porn, they're like spitting all over the place and they can't breathe and it's like it just looks bad.
No, the thing is, I don't know what you're talking about with the spit, but like
it doesn't get spittly.
No, if I could tie someone up and put a ball gag in their mouth, like I have complete control over that person now. Like I get the spider gag because you can stick a dick in there, which is great. Which maybe you can alternate once you've done the gag for a while. But I like that you can't say no. Like I can literally like take you to your limits, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's hot. That's like the ultimate thing.
So one thing I want to show off is an old friend, a familiar friend. This was my chastity device. I recognize it. I recognize the small little markings on it and everything. You weren't sure if this was mine. It is. This was on my penis for 29 days was my record of not coming and just having this metal thing on my dick. It's heavy, probably weighs I don't know, a little less than a pound.
That didn't
And-
hurt your dick?
No,
It hurts.
on the contrary, it did not hurt. My dick felt super protected. It's like a helmet for your penis. It was like I could go play football or do anything. I worked around the thrift store with this thing on. I did heavy lifting. I mean, it's not recommended. You shouldn't go to the gym with one of these on because you could like seriously hurt yourself. But I didn't. And, you know, so it goes on like you stick your balls in here and then the penis. And then you put the penis into the ring slot and then close the two together and then put a padlock right where that goes. And so then it is completely sealed, not going anywhere. You cannot get erections. You cannot come.
What if you do get one?
If you do get one, it is very painful.
Yeah, see, I think that would be painful. That would be. I think I've seen you with a slight one there. And it looks.
I think I have. I can't show the pictures. You can look them up on my Tumblr. Listeners of this program know my Tumblr is submits to BBC, and there are pictures of me wearing chastity. So if you want to go find them, they're there. But I can't show them on YouTube because it'll get flagged. So what's up, John Cody?
What's find them right now.
I was just going to interject that it's not necessarily painful to get an erection.
It can be pleasurable. It actually became pleasurable after a while.
Well, it definitely feels constrictive, but. And if you were to have one for an extended period of time, it would. I've actually been in chastity as well. I started as more of a sub before.
You've gone further than I have. You've gone.
I went 2 days longer than your maximum.
Okay.
But I actually did manage 2 anal orgasms during the time that I was locked up.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Anal orgasms?
Yes.
About that.
Rebel Mistress, you will not believe. I mean, this is.
Do you still come out of your dick?
Yeah. Talk about it.
So you have an orgasm from your asshole and there's cum coming from your penis.
Yeah, I mean, I did have to jiggle the cage a little bit, but that was more out of frustration than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, that's pretty humiliating to come by rattling a metal cage that's wrapped around your cock.
So humiliating and so hot.
And an incredible orgasm, too. It takes a long time to build up to it.
Oh, yeah. It took, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks to have enough pent up sexual energy for it, and then also once you actually go for it, it takes quite a bit of anal stimulation to get yourself to the brink.
I was trying like hell to orgasm in my cage from like day 2, and I was using a dildo. I've got an enormous dildo. In fact, can you grab it for me, please, Dom Cody? It's right around by my bed. And that's actually the one that I finally used. There is I don't know.
How big is it?
It's 9 inches.
Mine is bigger than yours.
Oh, wow. It's on this side of the mirror. So how big is yours, Rebel Mistress?
Yeah, but you're putting it in a different place.
I'll get it.
In women's vaginas. It's about 10 inches and it's hard and it's throbbing. I've showed you it before. Yeah, I showed you I remember you were in my house and you asked and if you could see it, and I was like, I brought it out and I showed it to you, and I was like, my dildo.
It's bigger than mine.
Yeah,
I have multiple dildos, but here we've talked
more.
about. Well, we've talked about glass dildos on this show. This was my first ever dildo. I got this in Philadelphia.
Oh, how cute.
Actually, I mean, it was my first dildo that's not a carrot or like a candlestick from my mom's house. But I think my first dildo, honestly, was a Sharpie. Did anyone else use a Sharpie? Show of hands.
A spatula.
Used a spatula? I hope you didn't put that thing back.
No.
Your mother's listening. So this is silence usually implies a yes.
Well, I remember I humped like bears, like any stuffed animal I had.
You humped stuffed animals? How old were you?
I was like 9 or 10.
Okay, all right. I guess that's still like having stuffed animal age, but also discovering your sexuality age. I started jerking off and watching porn when I was like 9 or so, so I guess that's about normal. But
I remember my first orgasm. I was watching Nip Tuck. I was
really?
masturbating. I was masturbating to Nip Tuck because it was the only show
That had like
showed,
nudity, right?
yeah, and like was like sex like on TV if you stayed up late enough. So I used to stay up late and watch it and masturbate.
I was watching ads for Girls Gone Wild.
Hot. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I was like with the big cartoon stars in front of everything.
I remember that. I remember that made me pretty hot and bothered too, seeing all the Girls Gone Wild videos, and then they did the Guys Gone Wild one too. They do have that now, and
That's much better too.
I remember my first orgasm was to Baywatch. Honestly, I was on the couch, and I didn't know what had happened. Like I was really sincerely confused about like I had touched myself before, it felt good, but I came like blanks. It was like there was nothing there, you know, because I was too young for that. But I don't know. That was the experience. Do you remember yours, Cody? Since we've all given our first orgasm experience.
First orgasm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was at my grandparents' condo in Florida.
Wow. Did you come blanks or did you actually have
it was like a teeny little tiny amount.
Were you confused or did you know what it was about?
I kind of figured it out pretty quickly.
I didn't really know. I was pretty confused. I was like, what's going on?
It was like you said, like it felt good before, and then now it felt like the best itch like that I had scratched in the world.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And I immediately I wanted to do it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right away. It was just like, that was good. Let me do that again. What was that?
Yeah.
So, okay, it's dildo time.
Oh.
I want someone to grab a freeze frame of this, me holding this huge dildo next to my head.
Done.
Done. Because, like, disproportionately, if I stick it really close to the camera, it looks enormous compared to my head and body.
New Facebook profile picture?
New Facebook profile picture. New Gaynarchist cover photo, I think. So, the cool part is it's got a suction cup, so it can stick to things and be in the shower and stuff. I think I'll stick it to my table right now. Use it as a second mic. Okay, when we come back, we've got some more toys to show you. And we're going to talk about how we can add... Oh, we're in our final segment. We got to talk about like how to be a dom for real and how to dominate and answer all your questions. We'll be right back. Thank you, Rebel Mistress and Dom Cody. You've been very generous with your time. Rocks, blah, 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 blah. I love these ads. Okay, so are we going to do a demo for anyone? Is a demo okay? I want to be restrained. I want to be restrained a little bit. I'm seeing all these toys. I'm like, let me play. What else you got? What do you have with you, Dom Cody?
Probably my favorite item are my shackles.
Oh, I want to see your shackles.
I think you may have seen them before.
I've been in these shackles. Here, let me see. I love them.
Was that the time that you cleaned my house?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I thought it was hot.
A slut bottle, that's fine.
Did you like that, Cody?
I did. Cody. Jockstrap.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was this element of like we're being bad happening too because we couldn't get caught. Like his roommate was out and might come back at any moment. At least that's what I thought. And Dom Cody was like in his room reading some books, and I like had to go around the house and clean and be the domestic. You know what I really should have had is just an apron, just a tiny little like maid's apron,
or just a chastity device,
or just I was in a chastity device. I was locked in shackles and in handcuffs. These cuffs and leg cuffs, right?
I don't have leg cuffs.
Oh well, then
if you did, they were yours.
No, I don't have any. So I guess it was just a chastity and handcuffs.
Well, we need to get some of those first of all.
Yeah, babe. These are great.
Those I got in New York City, Purple Passion, down in whatever the.
Don't you think you could get these anywhere? I mean, what makes them special?
Well, they're fairly inexpensive actually. I think I paid $40 for the set, and the way they fasten, which is, as you know, rather inexpensive for bondage gear.
Are you able to? Is it okay, Stephen, if I try these on?
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah, let me find the key for them. Do you have like a paper clip or something?
I think this is the key.
Oh, it looks like the Gaynarchist group has a new cover photo.
Already? Who did that? Thank you, Stephen. Oh, yes. Yes, here it's muted now. And we've got 90 seconds until we come back. I'm picking the Gaynarchist. Gaynarchist group. Oh, nice. That is awesome. Oh, I love it. Now I'm giving my other hand here. So this is the first cuff on. Jingle, 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 jingle. Sounds nice. Looks nice. And they're way more comfortable than the handcuffs I had in jail.
How are you getting all these toys living north of Keene? Online or?
He said New York City. He travels
You're just
all around the
letting
world to go get these toys. Yeah. So which way are the rings supposed to go? In? Ouch. Oh, you are muted. There you go.
They can go on either side.
Okay.
It should be able to turn once you get in the right spot.
Yeah, okay. They're in the right spot now. All right, we got
I'm
30.
gonna go look on Amazon for more toys.
Yeah, you need these. I need these. We need these, babe.
They sell those on Amazon, actually.
They sell these?
Yeah.
What do they go for?
I think they're around $40
for both.
Yeah.
Where's the link?
You should just go to the every sex toy shop. I know there's a good sex toy shop in Nashua, I've heard.
They don't even have those at Mr. S. What should I search on Amazon for this?
Stainless shackle, something along those lines.
Oh, we're coming back.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your
You
favorite
know,
shows
you should
via
get them
the
through
website.
purse.io, babe.
At amp.lrn.fm. amp.lrn.fm.
Hey, this is a public service announcement. Since I didn't get to make my announcement before, I've got two of them. So listen up. If you enjoyed my movie, Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree, I need your help. There are some bad reviews of my movie that are undeserved because the Amazon people messed up when they initially put my movie on Amazon, and they ruined the audio track. They added the commentary track, like director's cut, with the original audio. It has since been fixed, but they can't remove the original comments. So what I need you to do is go write a review, a positive one, please, for Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. I need more 5 stars because I got a bunch of 1 stars from people who were right that the audio was all messed up, but now it's not, and I can't remove their reviews. So please, if you enjoyed my movie, go to order.victimlesscrimespree.com. That'll take you right to the Amazon page. Just write a really quick review. It could just be like, loved it. 5 stars. Bang. You're the best. Thank you.
I'm going to do that.
Thank you, Rebel Mistress. The other thing that I ask of you is if you're buying things on Amazon, like if you're interested in any of the stuff that we've been showing off today, get it on Amazon, but do it through a website called purse.io. You will save yourself money just by using Bitcoin. You can save 20% on everything at Amazon. So purse.io is the website. You put things, it's a little complicated, but it's not that hard. If you've used Amazon, you make a little wish list of the things that you want. You send the link for the wish list to purse.io. Somebody buys the things on your wish list for Bitcoin, and all you do is pay like 20% in Bitcoins, or pay 80% in Bitcoin. So you get 20% off. It's a nice deal. Just a little plug for purse.io. This is not a paid advertisement. I just really love this company because they've saved.
I would be fine paying 100% in Bitcoin. I don't even know why they have the discount, but
because yeah, that's a good point. But it's a way for people to get Bitcoin by cashing in their Amazon points. So if you want, it takes a little bit of time, usually like a day or two before someone purchases your items. But if you want it instantly, you can get 5% off just for using Bitcoin, and you can get your items right away. So anyway, just a quick plug for my friends at purse.io.
Do you guys think it would be a good idea to start a cam whore business strictly for Bitcoin?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Wait, so you guys, we should join this enterprise together. I'm looking for alternative businesses.
I was going to mention that earlier.
Oh, okay. What were you going to mention, Stephen?
Well, yeah, that she should operate this business and make it only Bitcoin because it would be like this great niche, and I have lots of Bitcoins.
Well, what do you think about this idea, Stephen? And Cody and Rebel Mistress, get in on this too. My idea was, and I've wanted to do this for years, but I think it's finally possible, and it could actually be coming together now that I'm moving to San Francisco. I want a gay house. Gay house where the whole house is filled with cams, and you can look at all of the cams on a website for subscriptions to each room. So it would be subscribe to the bedroom, subscribe to the living room, which would be way cheaper, subscribe to the bathroom, which would be the most expensive, subscribe to, the garage or different parts of the house. And you wouldn't have to pay for the whole house. You would just pay for the parts that you want, or maybe just sign on for 30 minutes and pay a small fee for that. So the idea is voyeurism. You can just watch these people live their lives, have sex, and do whatever they do. And you are a fly on the wall, and all of it is operated through Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So what do you think?
Tons of people could use that.
House are you gonna be
only one house.
It's going to be my house.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
So
unless people don't want to see me. If I'm not a moneymaker, which, hey, I can live with that.
Expand.
Hey, I'll come visit.
Someone else. What?
You gotta expand. You gotta.
Oh
have,
no, it wouldn't just be me. It would be me and probably 6 other hot guys, as many people as would fill a house.
I think that is a great idea. I think you'd make a lot of money. I will help you with this endeavor.
Cool. Okay, great.
Start an enterprise. Let's do it.
We should have some straightness in there. It shouldn't just be gay. So if you want to come move out to San Francisco with me, once we make this house profitable, I'll just pull you in as one of our models.
You definitely have to split that up somehow, though, because your viewers, they're going to be looking for
I'll
one or
just be
the
a
other.
manager of this house.
Yeah, you're right. So I can't have straight house and gay house.
You would have the first floor and the second floor. People can choose when they go in. What do you want to see?
Well, isn't this just a whorehouse at this point?
No, they don't use the house. They're just voyeurs.
Oh.
Yeah, they can only watch online, and they're just watching people do what they do in their house. But it's also hot guys.
Right.
Doing it
at any time. You might even tune in to watch them sleep if you're a total creeper. Anyway, there
will be so many people who would pay to watch people sleep.
Oh yeah. I know. And there's a service I didn't think it was possible in the past, but have you heard of WatchMyBit.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually. I met the guy who owns that at PorkFest. Pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah, Doug. He's a fellow liberty lover, and he's been working on creative ways to support independent media. And he's discovered this great way. He programmed a service that allows you to scan a Bitcoin QR code on your screen, boop, and pay for a couple of cents to watch a video. And just through that couple of cents, you're not watching an advertisement, so you win. And also the content creator gets paid, so they win. And I think Watch My Bit takes a Satoshi or two. So, everybody wins, and this is a great way that Sex House could actually work. So, okay, what am I in now, Dom Cody? These are 2 cuffs, wrist cuffs.
Wrist cuffs, and then
and you're linking them together with what? What is this thing called? Just a chain?
Yeah, it's just some.
Why did you get this? Did it come with the 2, or what is this thing?
The thing connecting them?
Yeah, for the audio audience, because they can't see it.
Yeah, it's just a fastener, little leather strap with some metal hooks on it. It's almost like a dog, if you have a leash for your dog, the hooks are kind of like that.
And so you can do your work. I can fold the clothes and wash the dishes and do whatever chores I'm supposed to do for Dom Cody. And then I can, but I can't really do much. I couldn't attack you.
No, and there's multiple ways.
What's the point of it?
You could use that. For example, the spreader bars that I made have those 2 eye hooks in the middle. You could use it to fasten those together to force someone to arch their back backwards.
Yeah. What about ropes? You have any ropes with you?
I have a little bit of rope. I don't really have that much experience knot tying.
Okay.
They have classes for that all over Manchester. Before I forget, I was gonna say, if you really want to find out how much of a dom or how much of a sub you are or where you fit, you should go take the quiz that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, where is that?
Oxford Dictionary. Oh fuck! Where's my phone?
That's baloney. It's not Oxford Dictionary. I googled that.
I searched that, and there was no quiz. It was just a dictionary.
What? No, hold on. It's on Oxford. No, submissive Oxford Dictionary is where you can take the quiz.
Is that a URL?
Is it a website?
I can't find the URL, but this is where I took it. So I'm guessing it's .com.
Okay, well, we'll find the link and we will put it in the show notes of this episode. So in conclusion, because we only have a couple of minutes left, how to be a Dom. In summary, you want to help us out, Dom Cody?
Oh, there's plenty of ways to become a Dom. I think for me, the most important thing is to kind of have fun with it. And, you know, a lot of people, it's like a doom and gloom kind of serious thing. And I don't think that that's necessarily what it needs to be. I know, like, when I had you in the spreader bars and was zapping you, I was laughing my ass off.
I was laughing too. I was a little uncomfortable about that because I'm like, I'm not supposed to be laughing. This is supposed to be sexy. But I was laughing, and that was my sincere reaction. I was like, this is funny. I'm being shocked, and I'm surprised and a little scared. I think it's a nervous thing too.
And it can just be fun. They call it play for a reason.
Right.
But then in terms of like what your goals are as a Dom, I think it's to help a sub become the best sub that they can be, to find out, you know, what their limitations are and help them overcome those, you know, by sort of massaging their limits, you know, sort of figuring out how their mind works and playing with that a little bit. I think that, you know, the psychology of sex can be kind of interesting.
Your Rebel Mistress.
I love that.
Any closing thoughts on being a Dom?
I think I would just say, you know, do your research. Don't just go in like, yeah, I'm a Dom today. There are a lot of great articles and books and, you know, videos about like going into BDSM and what it means to be a Dom. And, you know, you never want to neglect your emotions. So I think just do your research and, you know, besides that, you can find me if we're doing that.
Yeah.
TheRebelLoveShow.com, SeditiousSirens.com, which is really just our Facebook page. I'm also starting a blog called Sex, Drugs, and Anarchy.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, Rebel Mistress. You've been terrific. Thank you, Dom Cody. And thank you also, Steven Zeiler of FreeTalkSF.com, where we can catch more of you every weekday. So thank you. And hey, babe, we're going to have to get some of these things. Start playing with them.
I'm trying to order them right now. I'm on Amazon.
Hot. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Until next week, this has been Flaming Freedom.
Thank you, Derek.
Bye, guys.
Yay! That was fun, guys. Thanks. Bye.